Okay, so we're currently doing the Treasure of the Midnight Isles DLC for testing. It's just an easier way to get characters built and get to look at the multiple characters at once in certain situations. In this case, we're doing 4 shifters. Yes, we're doing 4 shifters. It's an issue, but we don't care again because this is all just for testing out the class. We don't really care about finishing the actual Treasure of the Midnight Isles DLC content. We're just using it for testing. Anyway, first character is Wolverette. She is a normal shifter, as you can see. We're all level 4. Animal of choice is Wolverine, which he is currently shape changed into. Mainly built with dexterity. I guess we're getting a penalty to dexterity for being in Wolverine. Yeah, major form -2. Not a big deal, but why is it 21? Oh, that's right, because she picked up a point. Okay. Anyway, so she's mainly focusing on dexterity-based attacks. She's using, claws, of course, and then we gave her the fencing grace, which, with a claw, makes it so that her dexterity is providing the bonus damage instead of strength. It shouldn't technically be working, maybe. We're not sure. Because the way this is worded, you're supposed to have, your left hand free, right? Basically, you can only have one weapon, no shield, nothing else in the other hand. Technically, she has 2 claws, so I don't know how that works exactly, but no, actually, it's not working there. Oh, it's right, because she's currently in Wolverine. She's currently in a Wolverine form, so she's not getting the bonus because it doesn't work when you're shape changed. So she actually has to go back to a person in order to work a little bit more correctly. So we should do that while I'm thinking about it. So that. Get back here. Where are you guys going? Anyway, so shape changed her back to human, and now she's got her fencer thing going on with her 2 claws. So she got the +6 to damage for the dexterity there. So that's work. So that works. That works the way it's supposed to. But she still gets to use the fencer when she's human, and claw stuff with extra damage. So that works. But she doesn't get the effects of what the Wolverine major form gets her, which is some cool stuff too, I think. Anyway, other character, Manticora. This character is using the child of the Manticore archetype. Main difference here between the others is, instead of claws, you got spikes, and you throw the spikes. So it's a ranged attack character. You actually get some other stuff too, when you transform into Manticore itself. Most notably, you get 4 spike natural throwing ranged attacks, 1d6 each. That. Also, I forgot to mention too is when the shape changing. If it's a regular animal, like the Wolverine, it lasts for an hour. Right? Yeah, the ability lasts for 1 hour, but you can use the Master Shapeshifter mythic ability so that it's permanent, so you can just shape and shift back and forth a number of times per day based on what your wisdom modifier and level and stuff, right? Yeah. You can use it a number of times per day equal to your level plus your wisdom modifier, so in this case it would be 7 times per day. Now the special ones, though, like the Manticore and then the Fae, their shapes only last for a minute, and it doesn't look like you can extend them. But they can do it for 1 minute equal to shifter level plus the wisdom modifier. So again, that would be, in this case, 6 for this particular character. So that's not too bad. 6 times a day, minute a shot, you get to be a Manticore. It's like, they didn't add the Wolverine as a pet? Of course they wouldn't. Why would they do that? Anyway, so that's the Manticore range attacks. Then we have the Wild Effigy. This one transforms into animals just like the regular shifters. In this case, we picked the tiger for this one, so that'll last an hour for him. His main difference between everybody else is he doesn't get, or this archetype does not get the wisdom bonus to armor class that the others do. At level 2, they get defensive instinct, so they get to add their wisdom bonus to their armor class as long as they're not wearing armor. If they are wearing armor and it's not metal armor, they get half of their wisdom bonus. So in this case, it'll be +1. What's that? He's got 2 others plus 1. I don't know what the other is. Might be an item. I don't know. It's probably an item. Anyway, they get this little defensive instinct where they get to add their wisdom to their armor class. Help that way. He doesn't because his skin is supposed to be stone, and as a result, they have when he's using his aspects, it acts as armor plating, damage resistance equal to current level. So in this case, he activates it, damage resistance 4, and it works against whatever, right? And it replaces track. Well, it actually replaces the wisdom thing. So he doesn't get the bonus, or she doesn't get the bonus to armor class, which is, we didn't know that at the time because I wasn't paying attention. I assumed it was there, but I didn't actually look at it. Not a big deal. Still get at least saving throw bonuses. So that's good. What else is Heart of the Earth? So this means, this is another reason why I think they don't get the armor class stuff, is they get at 4th level when he's in his form. Transfer into whatever aspects, using wild shape. Adds a ferocity, the ability to the list of aspects features, and gains 25% chance to ignore critical hit or precision damage. Does not stack with fortification. At 9th level, increases 50%, is immune to petrification. 15th, increases 75%, and immune to bleed. So, not too bad. Kind of a tankier shapeshifter. And this one is actually transforms into a tiger for reasons. Just because. So what this really does is, because you don't get the wisdom thing, you can actually probably, I don't know, still focus on dexterity or wear armor. Currently using or wearing a breastplate currently. Getting up to armor class 21 compared to 22 here. So it's got stuff going on. And then last but not least is the Fea, or Fea. She is a Fey form shifter. Basically works similar to the Manticore, and as far as shape changing goes, only lasts for a minute, but turns into an Anku, two claw attacks, 2 wing attacks, and a tail attack. Also gets to use their attacks are made or can do sneak attack damage, and she's also has basically a blur effect while this face shape is happening, and reduces her chance to, it's basically blur, so 20% chance to miss or hit, miss. Got to roll over 20% chance to hit. That's what it is. Again, I get rogue talents later on and stuff like that. So basically, very rogue-like as far as this one goes. So as you can tell, it seems like every aspect seems to coincide with some other classes. Rogue, fighter type, and range, like a ranger type, bow user or whatever you want to call them. Range attacks. So you got that, and that's the only 4 we've looked at so far, of course. What else? What's special about these guys? They're very good. They're doing decent damage. But unfortunately, running around with a group of 4 of them, we have a slight problem in that we found out resting on the boat, we don't get healed. We still depend on using potions to do our healing because we have no spellcasters. So we're totally dependent on potions for our healing. But again, this is not a big deal. This isn't a real run. We're just goofing around testing route stuff just to see how they do.
We should move.
Okay, so
Don't hold this will be quick.
Good miss. Best miss. Manticore can be made permanent. Can it? Wisdom modifier. Ability lasts for 1 minute. Oh, sorry, Master Shapeshifter. I missed that one. So it can make it permanent. Huh. So how come did the Anku get that too? Oh, it does. What about these guys? They all can be made permanent. Okay. So they're all in the same boat there, it looks like. They went to using Master Shapeshifter, right. So let that go for a minute. Have a typo. Shapeshifter is what you meant. It's a typo. It's not that bad. You only added one letter. It's not that horrible. I've done much worse today alone. Well, that was smart of you to do.
Forwards.
Don't die until we can have Faya try to do something here. Ow. So damage. It's gonna kill it. I want to see if the Faya actually gets sneak attack damage. That was not sneak attack. Maybe because they weren't in range. Oh well. Next turn. Next time. Look at all the fire. Oh.
None shall escape. Let's hear you cry.
Why are you walking so slow? So damage is bludgeoning and slashing, so Cube is not happy. Now
Hello
this is
everyone.
Not going to affect it.
My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. Also, please click the like buttons on his videos. You will feel better about yourself. That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thank you and happy Tuesday. So, technically she's supposed to be able to do sneak attacks here, and there's enough people to do that, isn't there? Shouldn't that have been sneak attack damage? Or is this immune to it? Didn't say immune. Anyway, Bob, is the new DLC incorporated into the main story? There is a companion in the main story. A new one. He's a shifter as well. He shows up in Chapter 1. So if you want to start, if you start a new game, you'll run into him there. And if you're not interested in him being a romantic interest, you can continue on with the current playthrough if you're in chapter, past Chapter 1, like I am. In my current run, we're up to the end of Chapter 2. He's supposed to show up in Chapter 3 and 5. He'll come randomly into the throne room at some point, telling his story. So Chapter 3 and 5, he should show up. Or Chapter 1 if you want to start new. And he doesn't show up until before you go to the Blackwing Library in Canabras, if I understand correctly.
Run them through.
Oh, sorry, he doesn't show up until after you go there. Or was it before? I don't know. Anyway, it has something to do with Blackwing Library.
You should have run.
Oh, why did I do that?
We can do it.
Die already. Yeah, for some reason it didn't do sneak attack damage. You're supposed to. maintain this former number of minutes per day equal to 3 plus shift. Oh, that's right. Let's use it 1 minute at a time. Okay, on we go. It's a air elemental, a large one even.
My skills are absolute.
Oh, actually, let's try out the mana core real quick. See if we can do with those 4 attacks.
Cut them to pieces!
12 damage. 1d4 plus 8. 8? Oh, because of strength. That's why.
Out of my way!
Oh, wonderful.
Forwards!
Nice roll. Needed a 20 and rolled a 1. Step back and... Oh, I guess he's in range of the tail. Wasn't expecting that. Oh no, that was just... He's just throwing the spikes with the tail. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Don't hold back. Die! We won't falter!
Back up and do it again. That's actually kind of a cool attack.
Strike!
Okay, we're trying to turn mode off here.
You should have run!
This is going awesomely. I hate air elementals. No, you don't have to be this close. Equip. Might as well do that too. Oh, he can't carry stuff. Never mind. Oh, look him. Is he stunned? He's caught in whirlwind permanent. No, that's not it. Did I not put a potion in there? I thought I did. Oh. Gimpy, how's the news class? It's fine, I think. I mean, we're having this little issue with an air elemental, but that's because we're all shifters. We don't have any real other classes here. So we're kind of lacking in some abilities like healing.
It's time to act.
But welcome back, Death. There we go. It's more melee based for the most part. I mean, of course, for the Manicore is the exception because it's meant to be ranged, and he is.
I can't do it.
Do a Dragon Blood Orc Shifter. Dragon Blood Orc Shifter. Health is overrated, huh, freak? So an Orc Shifter with the Dragon archetype. Yeah, it'll work. And Commando with a good attitude killed everybody. How'd that happen? Commando. Good job. Commando is number 1 on your bingo card, number 1.
Move out! We should move. Don't. This will be quick.
Oh shit, forgot to go back to turn-based. Commando was twice, you missed the one before Bata. Well, nobody's telling me these things. So, go to your bingo cards and click a number. Vote started.
Let's hear you cry.
See, that worked. See, look, they get cool little claws and everything.
Run them through.
You just did. But you should have told me before. Or get bonuses from strength, and the wisdom bonus from shifter should be beneficial too. Yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, it shouldn't be.
Strike with all
I don't think the race really matters.
We can do it.
I mean, some races are going to get more bonuses and stuff, but
Strike.
like we actually went. Let's see, the first one, the first shifter, just a regular shifter, is a human.
You
The Manicore is a tiefling. The wild effigy is an Oread, and then the Fae is a Aasimar. And I just no real reason to pick those. I just did
Out
that,
of my way.
and they all seem to be performing
will
pretty much the
hurt.
same. Well, they can get a bonus from strength, just like humans do, right? They work basically. Or half orcs work the same way as humans. I mean, maybe that's what he meant. Because they get to choose their bonus. We're done already? There's the Hindrian, so off we go. Let's see now. Show me what you found. Says helmet, blah blah blah. So you just basically want to see the Hindrian. What just happened? What was that crystal? Some strange power with the enemy. Blah. That. So, first mythic path stuff. Shaper looks like an interesting option for a tank. Yeah, I was tempted to do that one too. So we got to start off as a hero, and this doesn't really matter. Copies themselves. A gore attack. No, we don't do gore attack. Closer to heaven. A bolt of energy from Lizzie himself, targeting an ally and foe, blah blah. Deals damage or heals. I don't care. Okay, so we're looking for It's not here. It's the other one, isn't it? Oh no, Master Shapeshifter. So before blah, all the physical ability scores are +4. Additionally, if you have the wild shape ability, you can use it any number of times per day. This is it though, right? I would say that's it.
My skills are absolute.
So they're all getting Master Shapeshifter. Just so everybody knows this. All being shifters, they're all getting the same one. Because there's no reason not to at this point. Again, this is all for fun. Don't really care about this run at all. Ta-da. So. That's the grapple thing. You know what's annoying is these buttons disappear. So kitty.
No one stands in my way.
Oh, that's right, instrument if you freedom too, so I guess put this down here somewhere. Rage Shapers don't seem to use Master Shapeshifter, but they use Limitless Rage instead. Yeah, it's because they're basically barbarians.
I'm never wrong. We should move.
Okay, there we go. We're the bad guys. Or good guys, depending on how you look at it. Okay, don't need that. Oh, didn't pick anything up there, did we? Okay, so how's that for a group? They still, again, no healing whatsoever. Money. I still have claws. I have that. Now, unfortunately, though, so Wolverette now only has the bite, so it doesn't get to use the fencing thing. If we do this, run around like this all the time, but gets other. It's supposed to go like into a kind of like a rage thing too, the Wolverine. Dealt damage. Whenever you are dealt damage in combat, you enter a state of identical to a barbarian's rage if he takes hits. So, they're still limited to what animals get, so it's kind of funny. Anyway, there's a Wolverine. That's the Manicore with all those little spikes and everything. And the tiger. Oh, so it's actually not a, it's not a Smilodon, it's an actual tiger. And of course the Anku. Here, watch this. No, you're not supposed to be missing, you're supposed to be hitting. Ta-da. More like a honey badger than a wolverine. Same difference? Miss hitting? I do too. Go kitty. Bludgeoning, slashing, 2d4 plus 7. Ow. Vexen, welcome to the stream. Is there any way to get dexterity to damage for natural attacks? Yes. Actually, turns out there's a couple of different ways. Gonna do something impressive. Stream. Gonna do something impressive, stream. I think not. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Oh, it worked. It did its thing. It did the multiple attacks. But as far as the dex to damage thing, there's a couple of different ways. You can get the the Amulet of Fists? It got the level 1 cost 4,000 from the... If you're doing the Treasure of the Midnight Isle stuff, you can buy one of those amulets for 4 grand. Or you can go through what we did with our Wolverette here. She's in Wolverine form right now, so it's not working, but you can get Fencing Grace and put it on Claw. And the only problem with doing this is it doesn't work when you're transformed into a Wolverine. You have to be humanoid in order for it to work. But the Amulet of Agile Fists, that'll do it. And then Weapon Finesse Mythic will do it as well. So you have choices. Although we were the whole working with the fencing, that might be incorrect. It might be a bug or just implemented incorrectly, but it does work. Because Wolverette, so you can see the damage is dexterity based, and that's because of the Fencing Grace with claws. So that'll work. You're more of a pet with more skills and talents, right? And some special abilities, Kanker. And no problem. Avenex, or Avexen. I think that's how you say that. You're basically a more buff pet. Well, you're a special pet, though. You're a very special pet, Kanker. Because this is what the Mana Core does.
None shall escape.
Misses really well. Spectacularly well. God, that was horrible. Oh, and Tiger has pounce at level 5. That's pretty nice. That's why we went with the Tiger in the first place, was for the pounce. Apparently we don't know how to hit stuff anymore. Now you got sneak attack. Must have been what we were attacking. Ow. Roll those ones. Anyway, sorry, I forgot. Or before I forget, Bata, thank you very much for the resub. With Prime Gaming, 50 months. Sorry, 50 months total. Thank you very much. Let me get your rockets of recognition. It's going to be... Did we just do this the other day? Or was it last month? Or somebody else? Anyway, Bata, thank you for the continued support. There are your rolling rockets. Each one represents 10 regular rockets of recognition. Each regular rocket of recognition is 1 month of support. So thank you very much, Bata. Dun, dun. Still like that they chose Manticore as one of the shifters. It's a creature not so often used for stuff. I wonder what the actual reasoning was for it, though. Was it just because, or maybe because it was a model they already had in the game? And it's a fantasy. I mean, you got the Anku in there, too.
Let's hear you cry.
God, can't hit squat. Why was it reduced damage? Because fiendish. I just like the attack animation on the Manticore. It is different. Wasn't expecting that.
Run them through.
Yes, the Manticores are actually in the game.
Out of my way.
They're not super common, but they're there. There we go. So sneak attacks. So there's our rogue. So again, that's the Fey shifter. It's a ranged option. Most marshals have some ranged options thrown in. Yeah, it's not wearing anything. Scamo +1. Braces of armor. Build a medallion. Padded armor 1. Silver robe. Well, I think this is the only person that can currently equip it, because everybody else is transformed, right? Yep, all three are just running around as creatures, doing the shapeshifter thing. Alan has a sacred hunter archetype in there. Oh, that's right. I didn't even think about that. You know, all the different normally non-range classes still have their options.
Waste of my time.
Didn't even think about that part. But yeah, having a ranged option is nice.
Move out.
Because choices. Again, we're just goofing off for the most part, just experimenting or just trying to get a hold of what the shifters can actually do, which they seem to be. They're definitely competent at not being spellcasters. Running around with 4 shifters in a group, not the smartest thing because you have no real ability to heal outside of potions. So, but you have cool stuff like this. And that too. Wow. Group of clerics of Erastil. Aren't those rangers? Or rangers and druids? Tiger gets to pounce and kill stuff. Still walking around flat-footed. Angry frog. Best shifter weapons is no weapon. Yeah, they don't use weapons at all. It's either... Their weapons are either their claws, which they all get, or all but the mana core, or they shapeshift and take advantage of those weapons, whatever the creature has. And that's it. They have no reason to use weapons.
Die!
But look at the claws you can use. Best weapon is rolling 3 1s in a row. 3 1s in a row. The Anju has 5 attacks, by the way. 2 claws, 2 wings, and a tail. And they can be sneak attack damage. So lots of ones when you have 20 sided dice with 20 different numbers. No, it is not. It's not that common, because I don't roll 20s nearly as much as I roll 1s. And the percentages should be the same, and they are not. I don't even know the last if I've ever rolled 3 20s in a row in this game. I know I've rolled three 1s in a row more than once.
Hey, bag of water, stretch your legs. You have been
Signs
sitting
that
in
your
one
chance
spot
of
for
rolling
far
ones
too
is
long.
like 90%, and rolling 20s is like 0.5. That would be accurate. No, they don't ring. That's the thing. It's like I can specifically remember rolling 3 1s in a row. I cannot specifically remember rolling 3 20s in a row, because I don't think that's ever happened. Twice, yes. 3 times, never. I know it's not. I know it's for each roll, not consecutive. But still, there's still a percentage chance to roll 3 1. There's still... I know each roll is different. I know how the math works, but there's still a actual percentage to roll 3 1s in a row or 3 20s in a row, even though each individual roll is still only 5%. There's still an actual odds chances of rolling 3 in a row. It's like picking the lottery. The percentage for pulling each number is the same, but for actually pulling the actual correct numbers is there's a percentage for that. 20 where for most of a fight everyone rolled 20s. And that's just it's unusual. But it can happen. Most of the dungeon? Oh, that would be highly unusual. Oh, poor dog, or poor frog. I said dog.
Let's hear you cry. Run them through.
And let's be honest, I have really bad luck with dice. I mean, it's not just this game. Any game that has a working on percentages of any kind, I have really bad luck. Oh, I don't buy lotto tickets. Mrs. Gimpy does. I don't. Because I don't win. I've never won anything related to the lottery. I just have really bad luck. Or play XCOM and suddenly 95% hit chance is 0. Yeah, no, it works for me too.
Onwards. Cut them to pieces.
Mechanic check failed. Oh no. It's just as critting, so you don't know what that means for luck. Well, if it's just critting, that doesn't necessarily mean you're rolling 20s, right? Because some, depending on the weapons you're using, they can have a higher crit range. Not every weapon is you have to roll 20. Some are lower. So if you're just counting crits, that's a different story. That's not necessarily 20s. Style thinking, feeling, crafting would be hell. Oh, I don't play Path of Exile either. Like I said, anything that, I mean, almost every game I played lately is, you know, based on percentages of some kind. And like I said, was it Blood Bowl? I was playing that a couple weeks back. Those dice hated me. Oh my god, those dice hated me. And people wonder why I'm not streaming it, because apparently they were watching the other streams. Said he just rips his money. No, I don't even do that. I don't do stuff that requires. I don't bet. Like I said, I don't gamble. It's just because again, I don't have the luck.
Out of my way!
I mean, if you're just doing just like say I didn't ever done roulette. The only game I've actually ever gambled with officially was blackjack and Monte Carlo. I played one hand. Blackjack, I started off with I had 20. It was me and two other people at the table. I had a 20. The guy to my right had a 19, and the guy to my left had a 20. The dealer pulled a 21. We all three of us at the same time stood up and walked away. So I was like, that's just not going to happen. What game with your life? You win, or it's suddenly not my problem anymore. Yeah, I've gambled with my life. I'm still alive.
Dispatch those fools!
You've seen anyone not get screwed over? Yeah, but did you see how much I was getting screwed over? A higher percentage than normal, I think. We're just doing a big circle. We just did a big circle. I'm gonna rearrange the camera going this way. Yeah, I haven't really figured out why I keep playing games like this, but because it's still fun. Because it's very satisfying when the dice actually go in your favor. As rare as it happens, it's nice when it happens.
Head on!
We're looking for the exit because I think we've killed everything.
I lead, you follow.
We have not killed everything. Another friggin' lizard. Oops, wrong one. I meant to do the manicore. It's okay. It'll be fine. Actually, delay. God, I haven't done that in ages. Look at those dice rolls. I mean, just horrible. Just horrible. Oh no, not a smite. Good. She's not even good, I don't think. Neutral. Yeah, smite good doesn't work against us. I think we're all neutral. Of course, look at the dice rolls. That works.
Let's hear you cry.
Claws aren't showing. It's impressive, I know. Of course, these are pretty high dice rolls. This is not a squishy thing. Level 7. So he's 3 levels above us, so that's why. So we don't have the best chances against this one. That worked. So we got really good dice rolls that time around. Trying to find an icon for an Ori is impossible. Oh, a portrait?
Run them through.
No, I'd end up with 2 of these. 2 of those. Come on, sneak attacks. Come on, roll 11. There we go. It's 2 out of 5 hits. Ta-da. So, those rolls are not horrible. That didn't take nearly as long as I thought it was going to take. This isn't the exit. Oh, here's a thought. How come we don't have manticores as mounts in this game? Or as pets? Somebody had to have thought of that at least, I would think. You want Eddie being sparkling in the sun. I guess it's so mean to the Orients. Why would you do such a thing? Where's our exit? It's gotta be over to there to up here, I think.
Hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. Also, please click the like buttons on his videos. You will feel better about yourself. That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thank you, and happy Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on where you're on the world. Thank you very much for watching. It's a very specific list of druid and hunter companions. They can change the list. There's no reason why they can't change the list.
None shall escape.
Hey Tex, welcome back. Getting sneak attacks, can't roll over a 10, but of course you can roll over a 10 as a 20.
Out of my way!
Ow. Come on. See, look at that. Okay, sneak in a 20 there at the end. But all the low rolls before that could have ended the fight a little bit earlier, you know.
Head on.
We have a, well, this isn't a serious run. This is all for testing the shifter, so we don't really care if we fail or not, which we probably would eventually, because again, no healing. And there's no healers in the group, so when we camp, we don't get healed. I don't know if anybody saw that earlier. We actually camped back when we got to Lucianera, and not one point was healed because we don't have any healers. And there's our exit. Oh look, money. Lots of money. Too bad we weren't going to be able to spend it anywhere. It's almost tempting to grab a, well, can't do it now, but grab a cleric or a oracle or something to do the healing for resting. Some stuff. Chain shirt +1. Hey Hobo, welcome back. And bingo vote. Go to your bingo cards. Click a number you need to get closer to bingo, and good luck. The number with the most votes is the number everyone gets. Oh, we leveled up. So, level 5. We get at level 5. Level 5 we get a feat and a shifter, a new shifter aspect. So we get a second one. So, trickery, nature, that, religion. Actually, it doesn't matter what the religion is. We don't care. I don't know why I did that. Keep playing this, thinking this is a real game. Okay. Shifter's Rush. Use a moment of your movement to focus on awakening your inner beast. Once per round, when you move at least 10 feet or when you charge, you can use your wild shape ability as a free action. Your wild shape ability? Which one is that? So is that we just transform? So basically you just move, you transform, and you smack them. Is that what that's supposed to be? Interesting. I don't think we'll use it, but... Okay, again, this is our regular shifter, so Piranha Strike is actually a thing. We don't care about the extended aspects anymore because we can use them permanently thanks to Mythic Power. So, combat reflexes. Dodge. Outflank. Actually, I want to see what this does. I'm curious to see what that actually does. And our second aspect. Wolf, tiger, spider, mammoth, lizard, horse, dinosaur, boar, or bear. And +2 on bonus on damage rolls and attack. +2 bonus on damage rolls with natural attacks. That's the minor form. Major form is speed bonus, bite, can trip. Initiative, well, the dinosaur one. Medium dinosaur one is taking speed bonus, scent ability, bite attack, 2 talent attacks, and pounce ability. Dinosaur. Maybe? What's the wolf again? Damage rolls on natural attacks while using the wolf minor form. Sure.
I'm losing my temper.
Minor form, numberment, blah blah blah, duration. So does the mythic ability work on the minor forms too? Or is it just the major? Use any shapes to the utmost. And become the target of a polymorph effect. Oh. Yeah, the wild shape ability, you can use it any number of times per day. So, I don't think that's the same thing, is it? Because it's major form. The minor form is... That's the Wolverine. She can shift into aspects minor form for a number of minutes per day. I guess we should see. All the buttons are going to be real, aren't they? Okay, so, Manicore. Uh-oh. I think I broke something. I broke something. Okay. That was weird. Went back to that screen. Yep, did it again. It's broken. It's not letting me get to the character screen again. How do I fix that? So going back there refreshes it. I think it's because of because they're transformed. This works. Yep. So let's work this way. So you, yep. For some reason, when you go to the character screen when they're transformed, it does this. It doesn't come up, and you actually have to go back to a different screen to get back to clear it out. Broke it. Broke the game.
Weapons, spells, poisons. The art of killing is so diverse these days. A shame one life is not enough to master them all.
Okay, so Shifter's Rush, Weapon Focus. This is the Manicore. Extended Aspects, that's aspects minor form longer than most. The number of minutes per day that can use your shifter ability to assume a minor form. How about spikes? So you better shooting.
Adventures await.
And Effigy. You get another shifter aspect. Don't need weapon finesse for him. Weapon focus, bite or claw. All work. Armor focus. He is wearing armor. Medium armor. Might help with armor class a little bit. Being a tank. Already has dodge. Natural spell, that doesn't help us. So Shifter's Rush.
Come on, you pansy, get back in there and fight.
So, he already has Tiger. Bear gets you minor form Constitution. And get speed, set, bite, 2 claw attacks, and grabber. Boar. Fortitude. Set, gore attack, and a speed bonus of 10. Dinosaur, horse. A lizard. Bonus to reflex saves. At minor form, large gives you speed bonus and a bite. And grabber. What up, mammoth? It's a minor form. Minor is a bonus of strength. Gore attack for 2 slam attacks. Oh, slam attacks. Also gain a racial bonus to your strength ability score and 2 net. Oh, let's do mammoth.
I'm always ready.
Okay, and this is the Fey form shifter. So you are getting a feat. So you get fencing grace. But this isn't going to work if you're walking around as an Anku all the time. So it's not going to be as effective. Piranha Strike will help though. Actually, we wanted to do, what's it? Combat reflexes for fun. Or Piranha Strike. Piranha Strike. Let's see if Mrs. Gimpy answers the phone, because I think it's for her. Yep. Okay, so that.
We should move. This is my path.
They have ability damage. Oh, that's right. So, Fortitude saving throw. Brings to once an hour for 6 hours. Cure. You have to make a save. Oof. Okay, so scale mail. This is technically better than what you're wearing. Added armor now. And nobody else does armor. Because... well, you do, but that's because it's high armor. Your ability damage too. Oh, that's right, because you're... that's only 4... blah, blah, blah. Okay, so... padded armor one. Wow, that's worse. Never mind. 21 AC, no armor. Because she gets bonus from Dex and from Wisdom. So that's 9 total. Yep. And this stuff is... yeah. Okay. So you armor class 17. That's right, you have the lower armor class or lower dexterity bonus, so no big deal. This is 5 and 4, so this is technically better. Padded armor, no. Chain shirt, 5 and 4. It's the same. 5 and 4, 5 and 4. Difference is mainly the weight. $25 versus 25, so it's the same. All set. Okay, back into the islands we go. We are not gonna make it through this run. Just saying, there's no, we're running out of, if it's gonna be as brutal as this last island, there's no way we're gonna make it. And again, we're mainly just doing the leveling up stuff, just to see what the shifters can do. Because this is, again, this is not a good group for doing these expeditions, because we have no healers. We're totally dependent on potions for healing, and that's a bad thing.
I lead, you follow.
Oh, look at all of them there. Oh, I guess we should step back and transform.
I'll take care of it.
I stand ready.
Mammoth or tiger? Or ascent ability and core attack, 2 slam attacks. You can also do racial bonus to your strength. Again, a +2 racial bonus to your strength and a +2 natural armor bonus to AC. Versus what the tiger gets, which is the pounce thing. And
it's that time again.
Damage.
Drink some water to keep that brain moist.
Your group 4 doesn't have a healer? No, you got 3, I think. Look, it's a mammoth.
We should move.
You don't have 1 healer, you have like 3 healers. Well, that was easy. Sneak attack. No, that's, they don't do sneak attack against elementals, right? Oh, forgot to... How does the shape changing thing while you're charging work? Because... Wolf? that too? I can't remember. Not you. Extended aspects of... That was a waste, right? Easy enough to kill. And dropping frames like crazy for some reason. Again, still. What the hell's going on today? Three or four around that much. Healers? Yeah, it's at least 3. So Fenny isn't wrong in saying we don't have a healer. We just have lots of healers. Apprentice robe. You see whenever the wearer is under the effect of mage armor spell. Boo. Haven't been in one of these dungeon types in a little while. All the sand. Stop. Tricky. Missed that one. Almost killed it and then tripped it. Five. Thought I only had 4. That is only supposed to have 4 attacks. Or does it go up in level too? So this is an endless dungeon for Wrath. Basically. That's a general idea. Although it does actually have an end. From what I understand. Haven't done it yet, but from what I understand there is an end to it. Welcome back, by the way. There you are. Smiting good. It's always good to see a fire elemental, doing that stuff. Tripped him too. Yeah, the general concept is you are on an expedition and go through all these islands. So you're basically looking for treasure, hence Treasure of the Midnight Isles. Some of that treasure are in the hindering crystals, which make you give you the mythic power stuff, so you can actually become a lich or an angel or whatever. I think you can become a lich. I know you can do an angel, do demon, that kind of fun stuff. And of course, you get to create your own groups and have all kinds of fun. It's not easy though. It's fairly challenging. This group is not intended to make it through. We're just testing out the shifters, just to see what their little different abilities do. Roll those ones. Go, Mammoth. Hey, let's try. This is a purely exploratory adventure. Yes, not here to make your own money. This is a non-profit endeavor. Oh, he's right there. Dum dum dum. Ah, that chest is fooling me there. That was a real one. And I was thinking, are these just basically souped up pets? They're better. They have more abilities than pets do. What was that? Just change into a Wolverine because we can. Shift back to a wolf. So that's a free action because of that feedy. If he moves so far, he gets to the shifter's rush. So if you move at least 10 feet or charge, you can use your wild shape ability as a free action. So that's what he just did there. Twice even, I think. Switch from a wolf to a Wolverine back to a wolf. This is bad. That's very bad. Why is it bad? Because we don't really have a healer. We're limited to just sucking on potions. And we don't have that many potions left. Trip would be nice. Hit would be better. Oh yeah, the fire damage. Oh, come on. Well, that was great. That was just great. Because here's our issue. We have 7 Cure Light Wound potions left. That's not enough to get them to full health. It's okay. That's all we have left. So this group will be dying. Probably in this level. There's a good chance that'll happen. Tripped him. Tripped him. Of course, every time we hit him, we take damage from the fire. Except for range attacks. Tried making this Rage Shaper tank in rage mode. She went down into 14 AC. Oops. What's with the drop in rage? Actual gear now, but still. So what's the... Why was the AC so low? We're burning. Burning to death. Size plus rage. Oh, that's right, because we get bigger when you rage with those guys. I forgot. They get an automatic growth going on. So that's what's going on. So that's bad. Had to sneeze. Goes up in size twice? Oh, look, it's a mimic. Ring gets you what? Stay for no rounds. I get Constitution bonus. Nice crit. So the Anku is a nice substitute for a rogue. He doesn't seem to be getting tons of sneak attacks damage, but so that's just the normal damage there. Slashing Claw. That's 3d6. The same as legendary proportions. Oh, so that makes them really easy to hit. It's legendary proportion? I didn't realize it was that big. Oh, we're aging. Son of a bitch. We're hasted though. Hate fire elementals. Really do. Oh yay, burning. Oh, now he's raging though. The Wolverine rages when it takes damage, so burning. So bonus on melee attack rolls, damage, thrown, stuff's up. Penalty to armor class though. Ow. It's unnecessary. All dead? All dead. We're so gonna die. We're all out of healing potions. No way to heal. So we're going to lose our main, well actually, our tank and our damage dealer soon. Like that, because if he's on fire, it's going to be over. I just missed though. Two ones in a row. Killed it. Didn't take any damage. Surprising. I'm gonna die if you hit it. You're gonna die if you get hit. Oh, can this heal? Instead changes their attacks with weapons. Charges their weapons for +2 movement rounds. Companions attacks and what is the additional. Oh shit. Oops.
Please stop saying oops. You are making me look bad.
And Wolverette goes down. I'm gonna go to attack that guy. Oh, he's back up with more health. Well, there's an idea. Just keep dying and coming back up with slightly more health. Come on, pull the lever. There we go. So what's gonna be in here? What's gonna kill us today? Mimic. That was 5 attacks, wasn't it? Yeah, 1 miss and 4 hits. I don't know. I didn't realize he got more attacks. I'm not complaining, but it's making this one look better and better. So far. Oh, can't put anything on because we're all shape changed. Yeah, we can always change out, it's no big deal. It's all free for us. Because of mythic powers.
It's that time again. Drink some water to keep that brain moist.
Try the secret room. So as I was saying, trying to decide what the favorite shifter so far is. Out of these 4, the Fae and the Manticore are pretty good. Mainly because they're not just regular melee and stuff, because the Manticore's got the range, which seems to be pretty effective. And then the Fae becomes Anju, which is basically a rogue. For as far as sneak attack damage goes, and it's not 1d6, it's 3d6 at level 5, so that's not bad at all. I didn't put anything extra on it either, did I? Just Piranha Strike, Weapon Finesse, Weapon Focus Claw, Piranha Strike. Yeah, it's got 3d6 sneak attack damage, which is pretty good. I don't think rogues get that much without a talent, right? But it may not go up as much either. Wow, dealt as much damage as you took. Oh, that's right, we're not getting extra damage because we are Wolverine. Let me change back to normal. Oh, less hit points. Oh, lost the Constitution, and Wolverette is now going to be unconscious, as in dead. Almost. That was not smart. Forgot about the Constitution bonus. Step back and shoot. Wow, that was fast. But wakes back up and has 5 hit points, so better than no hit points. They are so cheap with giving us healing potions in these chests. It's all potions I never use. Red Shaper wear heavy shield and light armor. Got the 43 AC in total and 33 AC or something in rage form. This is without buffs. I'm guessing that's level 20? We made it. We somehow survived. Crash, both fatigue and the abyssal corruption recede. Hey, we got healed. Awesome. Level 20. So, what would be the actual role? Not tank, right? Isn't it supposed to be more of a DPS? Or is it meant to be? Because 33 AC seems kind of... Or sorry, 43 AC. Actually, 43 AC isn't horrible for a tank. I mean, it's not great, but it's not horrible. Is it going to be a 6-hour and 8-hour stream? It's a 6-hour stream, Jeff. I greeted her correctly this time. Shapeshifting him back to human, so we can see what kind of armor we might be able to throw on here. Can only be medium. 7 and 3, so that's actually better. And this is the only one that can really wear armor, because it doesn't get the bonus from the wisdom for armor class, so no big deal. For thinking rolls in the Holy Trinity sense, honestly I don't know. Maybe it's some sort of DPS because your rage form gives you 10-foot reach, and I think lunge can make you hit even further. Lunge is only, I think, isn't it 5? Or I think lunge is 5. Is it, or is it 10? Lunge doesn't... I remember that every time I look at lunge, it doesn't impress me. Although if you're a giant form, it might make it slightly different. Slight difference? Maybe? I don't know. Tanking, you're probably better off with the classic shifter or something with defensive instinct. Going the monk route, right? As in... that kind of stuff. Yeah, 15-foot reach isn't bad, but Actually, just realized. Instead of doing this level, I think we'll do just take a look at these guys a little bit more. Just to see where we've gone in the last few hours with these. AC derived from stats will have a better torrent. Right. So, the shifters. What do we think about the shifters overall? As in, what would their... Like I said, what would their role be in a typical group? And this is just a shifter group, so that doesn't really, you know, prove anything as far as, you know, viability and that kind of fun stuff, because they have no healers. So, but as far as what their roles are, I mean, they're very much DPS, because they don't have spells, and they transform or they shapeshift, and they're good at it. I mean, they're better than druids. That's no joke there. I mean, even at this low level, there you can tell that they're better than druids, and I think they might be comparable to monks as far as damage dealing goes. Well, I know 15 reach is good. It's not a ranged weapon character after all, so we get a massive threat radius for the purpose of flanking. Right. Well, the 15-foot reach is coming from because you're really big, though, right? So, anyway, these guys, like I said, I think they're fine. I'm actually kind of looking forward to playing one for real in a group, and we're going to probably be seeing that. I'm going to guess probably maybe tomorrow, because we're going to do. I think we're going to come back here tomorrow and work on the campaign stuff to get the dwarf through Act 2, and then according to again what I've read is. The new companion, who is a shifter, can show up in Act 3 and 5. Yeah, he just comes into the throne room at some point telling his story. So, well, they make characters for the most part, yes. Let me look at the shifter compared to a fighter or a slayer. Well, again, I think that comparison is going to be based on an individual shifter, though. Because the base shifter seems to be fine. If you stick, I think if you keep them to the claws, and like again, still not sure if this should really be working with the fencing grace with the claw, because that's actually pretty effective, because you get your dexterity, you know, converted to damage fairly early. I mean, level 3, that was unexpected. I mean, yeah, you can use a mythic power to do that, or the amulet. You know, you can always buy that too to do the job. But without having to do it, you can do this. But again, that looks like that might not be right. Or maybe it is. Who knows? But anyway, so you can stand around as a humanoid and take advantage of this. Have decent armor class. I mean, 21 isn't great, but it's not horrible either for somebody who's not going to be a tank. And damage output should be okay. The only thing is if you don't shapeshift, you're missing out on the aspect, what they give you. Especially once you get to the multiple aspects, through the chimeric aspect. This is basically merging all the other ones you picked up. So, turn out some of the better characters for both tanking and damage dealing. Yeah, no, as he can, again, these guys strike me like monks. You know, they can either, if you want them to tank, they'll tank, and if you want them to do damage dealing, they'll do damage. I don't see them not doing that. You know, they're capable. I don't see any real problem with them. Like again, they're basically better druid set, or they're better at shapeshifting than druids. Period, because they've got their claws that get better over time. You know, especially. Yeah, the claws do actually affect the shape-shifting stuff too, right? Because as the claws get better, the attacks for their shape-shifted forms get better too. It's just a question of, do you want to... Like I said, this particular feat only works, this fencing grace only works when he's humanoid. If he shape-shifts, it doesn't work. So you got to think of it that way. We basically hamstringed him by doing this. You know, well, not really hamstring, but he can't really use this when he's shapeshifted. Not at least take advantage of it. So there's that. That's not a big deal. Was testing. The Mana Core I actually like. the ranged version of the shifter with the spikes. When he's in the Manicore form, he actually throws 5 spikes at a time. Normally, if he's in humanoid, he can only do 2 attacks, right? Unless it's going up over time. No, I don't know, but for some reason the Manicore is getting 5 attacks. It says it only gets 4 here, but in reality he's doing 5, and I'm not sure why it's 5. Oh, wait a minute, no, I do, because of the stupid island we had haste. It was haste, that's why. So never mind the 5 attacks. That was because there was a haste on us because of the effect on the island. So never mind that. Shifter aspect doesn't need you. No, it does not. No, the base form doesn't require you to transform. If you just want the base bonuses for that form, in this case the Wolverine. So, in the minor form, he gets additional hit points per level, racial bonus to your constitution, that kind of stuff, and it goes up as you level up too, so you get more stuff. But you don't get access to the major form, which is where the better stuff is. Get dexterity damage on range attacks too, right? But I don't know if that's a bug or not. Well, the funny thing is he's not a dex character. He's a strength character. So that his damage is +9. So you could change the Manicore to a dex build instead of a strength. I went strength build for this because that's how I thought thrown weapons worked, but they don't. I thought they were all strictly based on strength, but they're not. They are based on dexterity for hitting and strength for damage. And I thought it was all about the strength, but it's not. So anyway, that's why I went this particular build, and it's working fine. I mean, yeah, he doesn't hit as much, but it's not that horrible. I mean, he's still at +8. I mean, he's a couple of points behind. Because he's at +12. Base attack is 5, that's that, and then weapon class, so the dexterity is getting 6. So he's only getting dexterity 3. And of course the size is hurting him though. But we want weapon focus too, to counter that. So anyway, it's fine. I mean, he's hitting stuff. Because it allows the most customization for actual aspects, yeah. Get to transform and roll out. That's what we do, Meerkat. We transform and roll out. If you could make it pure Dex Manicore, it would be kind of cool. Yeah, actually, that's not, like I said, that's not a bad idea. The downside, though, is when you transform into the Manicore, you're taking a -2 hit to it. That's the problem. Is you lose a +1 out of there. You lose 1 whole. I mean, it's not a big deal. You can overcome that with a belt or a buff. So it's not that big of a deal. But you just got to keep that in mind. The size does influence that. Not a big deal. But again, I'm liking the Manicore. Just the ranged aspect of it. And that gets better over time too. So that's good. And of course the Manicore itself is cool looking, and it's the model. I just like the model in general. So, and the animation with the attack is the tail is flinging the spikes, so that's just different in that case. And then what else do you get? And that he actually has can he do melee? Does he get actual other attacks too? I don't think he does. Is it just strictly? I think it's just strictly throwing the spikes. I don't think he does anything else. No, he doesn't. He just throws spikes. He doesn't have any melee attack. And he doesn't get the chimeric stuff. It's just strictly the Manicore. Oh, not a big deal. Oh, and then he gets so scent ability. The child of Manicore gains immunity to ground-based effects and +4 bonus on damage rolls with natural attacks, which is all he does. 14th level gains his improved natural attack ability with his spike attack. Whatever the improved natural, what is that? Improved natural attack. Damage for this natural attack increases by 1 step on the following list as the creature's size had increased by 1 category. Damage dice increases as... Okay, so the damage dice is increasing as he gets bigger. Yeah, scent is huge. Yes, scent is huge, for especially for the Manicore. At range, he can kick the crap out of invisible stuff at range. So that's a good deal. But look, his the attacks are getting better, or they're hitting harder over time. That's at level 7? No, never, level 9, sorry. No, 14. 14 is for the improved natural attack. So again, Manicore, it's nice and different, and I like that. The Wild Effigy is, I don't know how I feel about this one. I mean, he's basically the basic shifter, but without the wisdom bonus for armor class. I mean, he does get the damage reduction and the other stuff that comes along with that, which is not just the armor plating, but the Heart of Earth too, so that he doesn't. What's that? Gain 25% chance to ignore critical hit or precision damage. That's a pretty big deal because that number keeps going up. So I don't know. This one, like I said, I'm kind of not sure. I mean, he's supposed to. It looks like he's supposed to be a tank of some kind, but I think you have better choices there still. Maybe we'd have to see what he looks like at. I would say 10th level and above to see really how he performs. And then the Fae. The Fae form shifter, this is probably the second favorite for me. Mainly because he does rogue stuff and he's doing sneak attack damage and he's got basically blur on him. So it's harder to hit. So that's not too bad. He still gets all his claw attacks are still in there. And then he gets the other forms too. Does he? No. He gains a second shifter aspect. Oh, that's right. Oh, wait a minute. Does he? Aspect and transfer the shift. So the Fae form shifter the art. So what is this actually supposed to be? He gets actually another animal too? Second aspect and assume the minor form of that aspect alongside a Fae aspect, allowing her to combine her Fae aspect with the animal aspect. So that'll be interesting to see how that works out. So, and of course then you get rogue talents too. Rogue talents, what would you take? Combat trick?
Hey Gimpy, it is time to stop.
I know.
Your dinner will be ready shortly and Mrs. Gimpy wants to actually talk to you. Make sure you tell everyone to have a great day or evening and we will see them tomorrow. Also, make sure to remind them to hit the follow button and visit your YouTube channel.
So, again, so of these 4, especially aren't full transforms, they're just bonuses. Right, you know that. Yeah, in order to get the full bonuses, it's got to be the major form. But these are all the minors up here, right? Blah, blah, blah. Choose a second aspect and assume the minor form. So there we go. But you still get the bonuses from it, which is... A lot of these are pretty decent. The minor form bonuses are not bad. Like this one is extra hit points and constitution. The wolf is... You still get scent. Bonus to damage rolls on natural attacks. That's a thing. So wolf is good because you get a little bit of bonus damage. Bonus to your dex here if you go tiger. Spider is AC bonus. Lizard is reflex. Horse is speed. Mammoth, strength. Dinosaur, initiative. Boar is fortitude saves, and bear is constitution. So, yeah, just picking those up, especially when you're getting up with 3 more. can assume minor forms of all her aspects in addition to her Fae. So you get 3 on top of the Fae one. So, yep, okay. So I'm impressed with the Shifter. It's a fun class. It really is. Playing the 4 different types. There's, you know, they're good melee, good ranged, tanky, sort of, and the Fae one as a rogue. Those are 3 solid. I think you got 3 solid character types here between those. So, anyway. Stream. Well, first of all, thank you all very much for coming out. Hope you enjoyed the stream. It was fun doing this. I haven't done just a goof off. Well, it's not really goof off, but not taking it too terribly seriously. Wasn't really caring if we're going to survive here in the Midnight Isles, even though we did so far. But again, this group isn't meant to survive. This was all just to see what the Shifter could do. And having 4 in a group is kind of interesting, the way they work together. But anyway. Stream schedule. Tomorrow we're gonna keep coming back here to Wrath of the Righteous, but we're gonna do campaign stuff with Gimpy the Dwarven Crusader, get him through, or get them finished with Act 2, get into Act 3, and see if we can get the Shifter companion to join us tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We should. I don't think we have much farther to go in Act 2, so we should be able to get through that probably in the first 2 hours of the stream, and then try to, you know, dig up the companion character to see what he's like. Anyway, that'll be tomorrow. Thursday, though, we've got new DLC for Master of Magic, so we'll be checking that out, getting a new race, the Goblins, along with 3 new Wizards, and some new Wizard traits as well to play around with. So again, that's Thursday. Friday is multiplayer Solasta with Jeff Hobo and Hurricane. Saturday is going to be probably Phantom Brigade or Master of Magic, depending on how tomorrow goes, or sorry, depending on how Thursday goes. Sunday, back here to Pathfinder. Where the first half of the stream is campaign stuff with Gimpy the Dwarven Crusader, aspiring to be an angel, which we're doing tomorrow. And then the second half on Sunday will be the Treasure of the Midnight Isles, which is kind of like this, but we're doing it with viewer groups, and then we're currently on viewer group 4. Master of Robots. I don't think it's Master of Robots. That'd be an interesting game, though, wouldn't it? We need a game like that. We need a turn-based tactical game that's played like Master of Magic, but with giant robots instead. Somebody get to work on that, please. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Tomorrow's stream starts at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. GMT for some more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous campaign stuff. So thank you for watching. Have a great evening, great day, wherever you happen to be. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you tomorrow.